All right, well, Republicans might be feeling pretty confident, but they might want to read the results of this latest Fox News poll that shows Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, is more popular than the Republicans' tax reform plan, than those tax cuts. Medicare free for all, free college, more favorable than a border wall. That's early on here, but should Republicans be paying more attention than they apparently are? Former Ted Cruz campaign pollster Chris Wilson on all of that. What do you think of all this, Chris?
Well, I think if you pulled Santa Claus's program to give away free gifts at Christmas, it would also test very well. But the problem is you can only give away so many things for free before you're going to bankrupt the entire company. And so as you look at things like free Medicare for all, which is, look, Medicare is a popular program. So people hear that, oh, it's going to be free, it's going to go to everybody. What could go wrong with that? Or if you gave free ice cream to everybody, that would also test very, very well, Neil. But the bottom line is these things cost money. And if you're going to pay for free college tuition, that means you're going to be paying for middle and upper middle class Americans to go to college for free, paid for by working class families. And the fact is, as these programs are peeled back and the American people learn more about them as we go through the campaign season, I think you're going to find these kind of numbers dissipate very quickly, and you're going to have real choices between actual policies that cost money and the American people will understand what they cost, and ones that are going to impact the economy positively versus those that impact it negatively. And we'll see a more legitimate, sort of honest debate about these issues than maybe you're getting in the way that they're being presented to the American people right now.
I just get a sense, Chris, and I could be wrong, that Republicans are underestimating this and sort of dismissing it. And to your point, you're quite right. You know, you have to come up with money and ways to pay for this sort of thing, and just, you know, putting it on the richest tab is not the way to do it. But it is interesting that it resonates with those who are polled on the subject. For example, when Republicans talk about, it's all socialism, but you leave out the socialism word and you talk about Medicare for all or helping kids with their college tuition, they're all for that. So is it your sense that some of your colleagues are missing this and they got to get on the stick about this?
Well, by colleagues, you mean people who are polling on it. I do think well, by Republicans in general, no. I think right now the Republican Party is going to be better served by continuing to advance policies that pour more money in people's pockets and to keep the economy humming at the level it is. And to your point about the tax cut question, you're right. Most Americans right now in polling shows that they don't believe they received a tax cut. But the numbers come back after April 15 and shows that most Americans do. And in fact, if you look at the number of people who received a tax cut compared to those who believe they received a tax cut, in some cases, Neil, it's 2 to 1.
It's
so
amazing.
If there's a challenge,
it's absolutely amazing, yeah.
It is amazing. If there's a challenge right now that exists, I think Republicans have got to do a better job explaining and getting past the mainstream media to be able to help the voters understand the impact of these specific policies. And one of the things that the poll didn't test is the Green New Deal. The Green New Deal in general tests positively, but when you test getting rid of cows and getting rid of meat and getting rid of airplanes and rebuilding every building in the United States and spending trillions of dollars, guess what? It doesn't test as well. And that's what I said. It's like if you tested the Democrats wanted to nominate Santa Claus and everyone's going to get lots of free gifts for Christmas and lots of free candy, that would test well too, but it's not reality.
I think they could overthink this. I think Ronald Reagan had the best answer when it came to justifying tax cuts. I believe you should have your money than the government have more of your money, and we can overthink this and we can overdo it, but back and forth. Democrats are very good and astute at that, and they were able to do that on health care. And to your point, Republicans, at least at this juncture, not as much. We'll see. Chris, have a wonderful weekend, wonderful Easter.
Thanks. Happy Easter, you too, now.